It's over 14 years since Nigeria returned to democracy, and since then, many things have changed. In those 14 years, 2013 stands out as perhaps one of the most remarkable in Nigeria's political history. Some of the histories made in the political scenes have been linked to the big election year of 2015. Well, as we enter into 2014, our political correspondent, Seun Okinbaloye, takes a critical look at some of the major events in the outgoing year.
Indulgence is pleaded.
The heat in the ruling PDP became intense when some governors staged the aggrieved governors staged a walkout from the party's national convention held in Abuja, and eventually 5 of the 7 rebel governors moved to the APC. The situation became even more intense when 37 members of the House of Representatives crossed from the PDP to the APC, turning the table on the dominance of the ruling party in the parliament. This is the first time a sitting president's party has lost majority in the chamber since military rule ended in 1999.
The question is, if people from PDP moved into APC and APC accepted them, and you look at what those who are in APC were saying in the past, that PDP was an umbrella for crooks and vagabonds, and now they open their hands and accept them. Is there a difference between the two? That's the legitimate question we should ask.
What you call the opposition is itself a variant of the ruling party. I'm on record as having said that the various political parties represent the same bottle of beer, only the labels of the bottles are different. So if you want a credible opposition, you want an opposition group that will have a completely different approach and solutions to Nigeria's problems, so that people will have a choice.
It's a year the line appeared to have been drawn in a battle for dominance between the ruling PDP and the opposition APC. Well, strange bedfellows is what they were called when the major opposition parties came up with the idea of merging. The party's major plan is to unseat the PDP-controlled government in the next election. With that, the ball went to the court of the electoral umpire, and rumors of whether or not it will register the merger party were high, and enormous pressure was mounted on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
That is what I'm saying.
The umpire's year appeared not to be over as pressure to conduct a free and fair polls in Anambra mounted. But in spite of the commission's preparations and promise of a credible poll, things fell apart.
We regret that in spite of our intention, the Anambra election did not turn out to be the best election that the commission has conducted so far. We regret the challenges that we faced in the conduct of this election.
Over and above constitutional amendment, the need to dialogue as a nation was thrown to the front burner. President Goodluck Jonathan made a move by first setting up an advisory committee which has submitted its report, and the president says all is set for the commencement of the national conference.
Close dialogue offers this unique opportunity for us to deepen our democracy and strengthen our nation rather than to destroy or weaken our union.
Change in the governor's forum leadership has never received the kind of attention as was seen in the year when Governor Rotimi Amechi decided to hold an election.
Governor Jan, Governor Amechi.
Governor Rotimi Amechi polled 19 votes, while Governor Jang of Plateau State polled 16. But the process and the aftermath of the election confused our sense of mathematics. Thereafter, 2 chairmen of the forum emerged. The election kick-started a tough time for Mr. Amechi, who was seen as pitching himself against his party. The political atmosphere in the state went from bad to worse. The latter part of the year 2013 came with a series of open letters, Former President Olusegun Obasanjo's letter to President Jonathan opened a lot of issues, chief of which was his condemnation of the president's second-term agenda. Also, the allegations of training of snipers and 1,000 Nigerians on political watch list raised lots of dust.
Nigerians have been too tolerant of their leaders. You see, we are too subservient. We don't ask very serious issues. We don't pose big tasks for our leaders. And so our leaders tend to take us for granted. So the consciousness of Nigerians must rise to the level where we must ask troublesome questions.
In 2013, the opposition has largely cashed in on the crisis in the PDP. But the ultimate goal of the political gladiators is the 2015 agenda. For now, the two contending parties are the PDP and the APC. But what will settle the scores is the ballot, which is in the hands of the people. I'm Sheung Okimbaloye, reporting for Channels Television News.